Okay, Harris. So look, let's get back to your question because I can appreciate that you're new. You're trying to find your way. I get it. So two things for you, Harris. Going for LeetCode because your friend told you so, not a scientific mindset, right? The scientific mindset is, hey, I'm going to do the research for myself, right? I'm gonna verify what I've been told. I'm gonna trust but verify. So that should be the first thing that comes across your mind, right? And I say that because I get this question. I get these types of questions a lot. LeetCode is probably the second or third thing I get asked about the most when it comes to these tools and sites and courses and all that nonsense, right? As far as LeetCode goes, the answer is that there's a lot of people doing LeetCode, right? You can see it in the leaderboards and all the stuff they show you, right? Why are you doing the same things as everybody else? Are you planning to stand out to a hiring manager by doing the same things as everybody else? By being average? Like, is that the plan? Does that sound like a good plan? Why are you coding like everybody else? That doesn't sound like a good plan to me. Right? Like, why are you doing that? You telling me as a hiring manager you did 20 LeetCode exercises, you're telling me that you're average. That you've done the same coding that everybody else has. How are you standing out that way? I'm not excited by that if I'm a hiring manager. Like, I don't care, quite frankly. Right? So Harris, normally I would recommend three projects that you're going to write articles on and you're going to demonstrate business impact. I want you to walk into every interview with at least 3 projects ready to go. And not LeetCode, not Kaggle, stuff that you did alone, right? Now, here's the thing. I understand that you're new. So you're probably not quite ready for that, right? But you are ready for portions. You are ready to do portions of that. So you mentioned you're in a program, right? So what I want you to do is every time you learn something in that program, go and apply it. Go and take that and say, hey, I can find data that fits this. Let me go find that and let me go try it on my own with the approach that I just learned in my class. So you're taking a class and they teach you about clustering, right? It doesn't matter what, it doesn't matter how many methods, just take one of them and say, okay, cool. I'm going to go out and I'm going to find some data, collect some data, whatever. And I'm going to take that brand new data set, right? That's not in my book, that my professor didn't prepare for me, none of that. I'm going to take that data and I'm going to apply it to a clustering method on my own, with my own code, my own approach, my own source data. Just go and do that. And go and do that for everything that you learn, every little piece that you learn in your classes. And then by the time you graduate or you're further along in your studies, you should have enough of those pieces to be able to say, oh, okay, now I'm ready for a full project, right? But that, to me, that is 10 times more valuable than any of that leak code or DSA or whatever nonsense. You're going to find so much more value in doing that, because then you're more closely simulating the work of what a data scientist actually does. Leak code does not simulate that. Leak code turns you into a monkey like everybody else. Right? So Harris, I hope that helps you. Let me know if you have any follow-ups. But that's what I would do in your situation. Because if you're in a program, great. Start applying it, right? Don't just listen. Don't just do the homework. Start using it. Like, start doing something about it, right? So that's what I recommend to you, Harris.